Yeah. Don't even know how to get the menu up.
I just showed you a picture of the menu. Go to your chat tab and click the Lua box. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, I saw what you put up.
Well, that's
how
it.
to get there.
Right on the set, boys
It's
and
literally a
girls.
chat tab,
Getting ready to go live on the radio.
This is Darkstar, and you are watching NBNN.
Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
Take it, read it all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a time.
Oh God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line, doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
Take it, read it all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, check and last.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Last.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all my fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours at the same time, because Jack did something bad last night.
What did Jack do last night? And of course, before we find out what Jack did last night and over the weekend, I gotta welcome everybody to today's show. It is Monday, November 11th, 2019, and today is Veterans Day. And I want to say thank you to all those vets out there, of course, for all your service and all you've done, and keep up the good work. Thank you, Hex, right off the bat. 500 bits. I hate when that happens. Cork Soda, thanks for the host.
Which means I need to cancel out of the game that I just started.
I think you need to, and I think you need to load up track number 31 is what you need to do.
Third Portal Purgatory. Now,
how do I know that? Thank you, Hex, for your support. Because Hex is participating in Let's Make a Deal, and picked his items before the show and said, "Hey, can you get me these items?"
Yeah,
I said, "Sure thing," because Hex is a regular buyer and supporter. And if you want to join in on Let's Make a Deal, you can come onto the lot, check out one of the chests that Jack or I have, and you can pick any two items out of the chest for 500 bit donation. And if you don't see it, ask. I may just happen to have it floating around. Maybe we'll throw it into the box. I'll tell you what. Because we aimed to please, but while we're doing that, let's open the first giveaway. We'll get marbles loaded up.
You don't have it marbles loaded yet?
I've had it loaded since before the show because, again, I already knew.
Okay, so we can actually do the play on both streams already?
No, not yet. is you got to interrupt. Jeez, I'll tell you what. Now I lost my train of thought. Open
you
up
were
the
opening the giveaway.
Get
Yeah.
marbles ready for everybody. Okay, and then once we hit play, we'll find out what Jack did yesterday. I gotta get it on your side.
I will say that, like, pay attention to my marble. Go find my marble.
Oh yes, I have a new Christmas marble I just added this morning for you subscribers out there. It's the blue stripe with Christmas tree marble. So it's marble number 3 if you want the new marble. Just saying.
So let's go ahead and click start in 3, 2, 1. Start. Don't forget, join in on both streams so that way you can get in on the action. Exclamation, I love free shit to get in on 10,000 gold courtesy of CC and CC's Bazaar. And what did Jack do yesterday that he almost got in trouble, or he caused trouble, or just setting somebody on fire? Yeah, Shrine was last night. So several people. That wasn't the original plan. It was the original plan was just to play with 2 people and do bad things to them. And then someone
bad
messaged
things
me.
To them, you mean?
Oh, I did great bad things to them. Quivering mess for something. But yeah, but I also have a new marble.
You have a new marble as
on
well?
On your stream, go find me.
On my stream, go find you?
Go find me. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Let's see. I will, because there's only 4 people playing, and you're the only one. Oh, the pirate.
Yeah. You know how there's that thing about, like, you kept the bot was kept on posting about some of those games.
Yeah, I saw that. And I said I thought it would be a great addition to the room so people can keep up with marbles. And that worked because you were able to keep up with some marbles. Ooh, what was that?
We are playing Portal Purgatory, so someone hit us.
Okay.
Yeah. The real question is, what's going to happen as people get near the end?
It gets fun.
I know.
Because we're at the end, but you're all going to be teleported back.
Yeah. You're going to do something. But yeah, so I actually ended up placing in one of those marble competitions.
Because I don't know how he did it, but he got teleported right to the end.
Draken and Laz are out. Only 2 people left on mine. And I am out. Bye-bye, pirate flag. Yes. Only one left is Julian, so let's see what ends up happening. And no one won on my side, so no scrolls.
And Julian using the new ball. That's the new ball up there, folks. Yeah. So happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. I just thought it was cute and festive, so I bought it.
I forgot to actually play marbles, like display it on my stream.
So now, speaking of marbles, explain the 19, 20 points. So, I mean, do they just get to hang out in the room? Or do you actually have to be playing to build those points? How do people build those points?
So, you start off the season with 1920 energy. Everybody does. As you complete a map, you lose 1 energy.
Everybody here still got 1920. We all just...
That's because after, like, every hour that you don't play, it refreshes, like, 80 energy.
Okay.
So that's what ends up happening there. So you end up with... and the energy is used in some of the combat stuff, and as long as you're over, like, I think it's like 960 energy, you're considered to be refreshed. Which doesn't mean anything.
You gain points. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, and I think that's to kind of keep people from actually like sitting there playing marbles 24 hours straight,
Like you.
where it's just like I
I
pretty
was
much
thinking
ended up
about
doing.
writing a little, bot on a laptop and just let it, like, make lots of points for me,
Well, so the weird thing is I don't know like what their criteria is for like rewarding streamers for playing marbles. I mean, I know there's stream competitions and things like that, but I don't know what they are.
Julian, ignore that first mail, or just trash that first mail. I sent an empty winter mail to you, so congratulations.
And
Julian.
I forgot to get in my own map. Fuck. Screw you, Drac, and you're not playing by yourself.
Festivus, that's what he's celebrating.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the balls. That's right.
Yeah.
We add more holiday balls? What do y'all think? I think we
Oops.
should add some more holiday balls. We're gonna have to play some more marbles during the holidays. Speaking of holidays, we got holidays coming up, so I'm gonna just prep all of yous ahead of time. We're just a little over a week out from the next release, and then it's just a short couple weeks till release 72 in December. That's going to be December 12th, I believe it is. So next release is not this Thursday, next Thursday, the 21st. And then December's release is on the 12th. So I know we're going to be taking some time off right around Thanksgiving. We'll be taking an extended weekend there, and then come December, of course, we'll take our usual holiday break right towards Christmas time. But going to be a quick couple releases coming up here, and going to be fast and furious. And then there's going to be that long 6.5, 7 week stretch between release 72 and release 73. So giving you all a heads up, we're going to be sporadic over the holidays because it's the holidays, and hell, we don't punch nobody's time clock, so we take the time off. That's right.
We do things.
We do something. I don't know. As we sit here every day, but I got to tell everybody that the QA is up and running. And it's out there already. There is some Lua integration already being put in on that. And we've got a couple of little tidbits that Chris has already released. I guess there's some live living documents as it is.
There's some things.
There's some things. And then we've got, of course, should we go to update of the avatar first and get that out of the way? Let's do Friday's update. I guess since it's Monday and that's what we normally do, we should sort of stick to some kind of semblance of.
I also read the
non-scripted
forums
show.
this weekend.
There wasn't a whole lot in the forums. A lot of the chat was about Lua and a lot of gold sales and a lot of the sky is falling, RMT's coming to an end. It's not coming to an end, folks. It's just going to be leaving the forums, and it's not leaving tomorrow. It's going to be soon. We don't know when.
Nope.
And I'm assuming, I know that's a big mistake, but I'm assuming that we'll get some notice before they just delete those forums.
Yeah.
Eagle!
But
updated avatar number 357.
Yep. On Friday they did the live stream with the fishing contest. I did not watch it. Did you watch it?
I watched part of it. There was actually about a 50-minute preamble where Chris was actually working on some Lewis stuff live. With Lord British before the actual stream, and then again it was about 50 minutes. So they spent some time. You got to watch some of that, and then of course into the full live stream fishing contest question and answer. And right off the get-go, Chris quashed somebody, and just to let you all know what he did and why he did it is, if you want to have some banter and some discussion and some rants and raves, do it during his weekly streams. Don't do it during the Friday stream, because he will ban your ass. And that's what he did. He squashed somebody out of chat and said, don't do that shit during the important streams. You want to do it during the weekly streams where he's got time to sit there and banter with you. So, just a heads up. But we'll never do that to you unless you break the cardinal rule, which is D-bad. Don't be a dick. You're a dick, and we'll quash you.
That's right. We'll do something. Don't know what, but we'll do something.
I don't know. Do we know anything?
No.
I love this shit, I tell you.
Yeah. But yes, they did a tour of tartar sauce and despair and a lava fishing contest. Somebody probably won something, and they'll get their prizes in the next 6 years. Then Crown Shop updates. Yeah.
Are you just going to paraphrase it, or are you going to actually cover it?
Paraphrase it?
You know we got time to fill, right? Just reminding you.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Because Lou is going to take up all the time. Especially if you go to the forum link that's posted somewhere. Yeah, Crown Shop. Still there. And stuff is going to transition to Heritage. But do what we said and suggested, or I said, which is retire everything and only put new stuff in as heritage items or whatever as no trade, and actually make them microtransactions. Not $10 for
you know, I'm totally against the vault and heritage items across the board.
I am as well, but it no matter what we say, it's not going to change anybody's opinion. Yeah, we can tell you it's like you've made a bad, huge mistake, and this is how you rectify it. That none of that advice has been listened to. So current round of vault items until Thursday, November 21st includes the Autumn Fairy Leaf Dress, Autumn Leaf Wings, Autumn Leaf Crown, Brown Pilgrim Bonnet, Brown Pilgrim Hat, Cornucopia, Elven Townhome, Red Tufted Squirrel Pet, Taming Turkey Call.
Taming Turkey Call. Ooh.
Man, I remember that.
That was early.
That was like 2013.
Fact, I believe that was the first turkey ever released.
Yeah, it's like 2013 or so.
Gobble gobble.
November login reward is the turkey statue. You could always log into the Shroud of the Avatar Rewards program. And then, yay, that's it. Yeah, Laz already covered when the releases are happening.
That's it. What happened to Autumn, Scarecrow Mask, Giant Gray Squirrel Pet, Giant Scarecrow Statue?
You mean the rewards program?
Yeah, well, you know, people need to know about that. Yeah, we are the news. We do actually bring some form of information, you know.
But you don't like to think so. You don't want to talk about the fun stuff this week.
Well, to me, it's Greek, and to me, it's not even in yet, so there's nothing to talk about on that. I was only gonna tell people this is what we got. That's it. You know, I mean, if you know what it's doing and you've used it and you've played with it, then I'd like your feedback. But I know you haven't used it, and I know you haven't played with it, so you have no feedback.
But there's this beautiful thread.
What thread? Please enlighten me.
This one. Where they actually go through stuff. Chris is talking about things. And then also Chris's Twitter comments. And then also...
Well, we got Twitter comments. I know that. So let's talk about Lua.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Lua. Let's talk about Lua. That Lua's coming in. It's on the QA forums. They're working on trying to get a consolidated area for all the Lua stuff, so that way people can actually see things. And then there is some technical difficulties that people have had and some workarounds. This stuff is changing because Chris is working on the Lua stuff. Then from there, Chris is actually to say that I know about it now. I think Ravelox might create a special forum just for Lua as well and move this thread there. Sadly, he has limited development time this week as he's spending it trying to get CS stuff going and trying to figure out the mystery of the stupid ice field.
Where are you? Because
Have you found Chris's post yet?
I'm on the Let's Talk About Lua. It sounds like you're on
Let's
Twitter.
talk about Lua. Scroll down.
Scroll down. You're going scroll down to where?
What's wrong with Icefield?
Oh, okay.
Did you find Chris?
Ravelox did create a forum, so
Yeah.
this is old news. I'm
was
on
posted this
post
weekend.
one. I was expecting you to get into post one and read this and go down, not just jump.
Time to start a thread and move it once the QA form is set up to begin references. Current working doc. You want me to actually read that? Do you actually want me to read the quote?
Isn't this what we're here to talk about? I mean,
Okay.
what are we talking about?
Function on GUI label, addresses, Lua testing, and X get stat count. Then we can.
This
go
is
into,
a stat definition that this guy created. I was talking about
Yeah.
the working doc. Okay,
Uh,
we got to
now-
talk
now-
before the show.
Now you want to go to the current API or the Lua on
The
QA?
very first link in this topic is current working doc, for crying out loud. You jumped 3/4 of the way down instead of going right to the working doc. Hey, come on.
Hey,
Third line, current working doc. Come on now.
Chris's comments that it's currently in a very early state and be better early next week, but he wanted to make it available so people could start playing. You need a folder named Lua in the same folder as your executable, and that folder needs a Lua file named bootstrap.lua. This is absolutely temporary, and by early next week, you'll have it load all the Lua files in that folder. So what can you do with it right now? You can force a reload of the script through the /lua reload. It will call an update function once per frame.
Per frame?
It will call, per frame. That won't create any technical issues.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Oh, I know it's going to.
But there was mention of being able to DDoS the servers via Lua. I don't know what Chris was talking about, but I know he mentioned it.
It might be mentioned somewhere. It will call an onGUI function once per frame for GUI drawing. It will call a handle console type player message function for each message the player receives, which will definitely crater your system. You can stat information through get stat count, get stat value by number, which is an integer. You get stat name by number, get stat value by name, which is a string. You can write to the Lua console and game through console log string, and you can draw to the string with the GUI label with the X integer, the Y, the width, the height, and the string. Some people have actually already done that to move the health bar.
Really?
Ooh. Yes. Yes. A very primitive version. Then you've also got function updates and function on GUI label, blah, 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 blah. Functionality shooting for, read all the files in that Lua folder, query party member count, name health focus, query pet health, query inventory list, stretch goals. Why are you calling them stretch goals?
Because he's still thinking in the past, even though he's trying to move forward.
Way in the past. Create buttons that can execute other Lua functions, load graphics for buttons, function execution from command line example, Lua dump inventory, receive key input, and lots of player feedback on what to do. As you can see, some of the comments on the right-hand side are people saying things. Bad things.
Yeah, for some reason it's not filled out there. I guess oh, there we go. We do that. And here's all the commentary right now.
Yeah. And then if you go find Drake Adis's picture, fourth, fifth post in that thread, you can see Drake Adis created a little video with a generic text health bar. It is 35-second video that is embedded. Yep. And you can see that he has moved the health bar.
And that's back in the Let's Talk About Lua?
That is in the Let's Talk About Lua.
I had not seen any of this. Let's put this up on screen.
Yeah. So pretty soon, it is a text generic health bar, which is something that as we get the opportunity to actually load some of our own graphics and move things around, then it will actually be a better looking health bar. Ooh.
But I don't see the health bar being moved. I see a new health bar. I don't see moving the old health bar.
It is a new health bar that is moved.
Okay, well that doesn't help me any. If the same one is still sitting up there in its same stupid place, then that doesn't help me. I mean, that's just... Why do I need two health bars?
Yeah, I know.
You know, having a health bar movable is to be able to have this on-screen health bar here movable.
Oh yeah, I know.
Not to have a second one sitting next to it like I've got on screen now.
Remember, that's a super easy process that it will take 30 seconds after someone comes back from their honeymoon, as we were told.
Yes, I know.
5 years ago.
It's been 5 years already since he got back on his honeymoon.
Yeah, it's 5 years since he went on his honeymoon and came back.
Guess we should wish him happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's some interesting stuff. Again, until I actually see it in action and see exactly what they're going to be able to do with it, see what kind of spam it's going to be spitting out.
Mm-hmm.
So then we've got, so is this, we're going to see something here. Let's talk about Lua.
Then we also have Dayton. He thinks he's passed his Lua 101 course. I love the way you phrase this. On what's been exposed. He crashed his client a few times as a rite of passage and feature request. Please open up this scene XYZ information. So my quest helper can be a possibility. Note, not requesting that the ability to move in any direction be exposed. He figures the reason location wasn't put into the first cut was botting protection. He has an idea to trigger messages when players are standing near somewhere. I figured if all I have is a text box and properties, I could probably rig up a quest helper as long as I could determine the X, Y, and Z and scene of a player. Just check to see if the player is plus or 5 meters from a location and send a text message would appear. Then, just to make it a bit more robust, let the player cast a hiding spell that makes the player not visible at a location in order for them to overhear a conversation that would appear in a text box, i.e. check for location. And basically, the lure interface can be used to create a quest that has a lot more interaction with it. Yeah. He figures the following properties can be used to help improve quest-like experience. Stealth to overhear, strength, only the mighty can lift this rock, player scale, use a guru potion to trigger something else in the script, to say you triggered a pressure plate, intoxication, hey buddy, buy me a drink, will ya? Skill levels for crafting, aha, fellow artisan,
Hey,
let me tell you
come
about
here,
my latest
elephant.
creation. That's right. But yeah. Then after that, code for those Lua people who want to know about the current properties available. Here's a script he used with all of that stuff. And thanks, engineer. I don't understand any of it.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay, I can actually understand.
Yeah, I
most of it.
mean, basic coding 101, you can
I know.
see most of it just by looking at it. Again, semicolons and
yeah.
I don't get along, so that's why I don't code.
There's a good thing there's no semicolons.
I was
in
just
this.
looking at that. Maybe I can start coding again. I don't know. I don't see any semicolons in this code.
But it has a thing that will not work for you.
What's
spelling? Spelling.
Well,
it's
yeah.
not going to work out for you.
Is that we can work around? You know, that can be
Okay,
edited.
yeah.
Trying to find a colon from a semicolon in 300 pages of fucking code, yeah, that's another story. I just don't have the patience for that shit.
Yeah, no one does.
This was long before there were debuggers out there. A lot of these code, these things that you can write code with have debuggers in them now that goes, hey, asshole, your syntax here is wrong.
Yeah.
But last chance, get in on the giveaway! ! I love free shit.
Yeah.
Before I close it out, we're giving away 10,000 gold courtesy of CC and CC's Bazaar. Right here on Manic Monday on NBNN.
Yep, it's got something. But yes,
It's something.
it's something. Lots of stuff.
Dark Blue Monkey. How are you?
But people are working through trying to figure out how to get the Lua stuff working. And then since Chris tweeting
and then
relentlessly over the weekend.
Are we going to Chris tweets?
I mean, we could talk about Icefield and other things, but yeah. And
We
I'm
can
watching
talk
my
about
mom-
all the
I'm wa-
stuff
I'm-
that he's done over the weekend. There's quite a bit of
Yeah,
stuff.
what's wrong with Icefield?
Well, it was fucked up for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean,
Causing a lot of lag, causing a lot of...
lots of problems.
All right, closing out this giveaway. Gonna pick ourselves a winner. Krasny, congratulations. You are the winner of 10,000 gold, courtesy of CC, CC's Bazaar, and of course us here at NBNN. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
So you want to go with
So-
first QA build with Lua integration?
Let's see. Yes, QA with Lua has now been published. Instructions for how to use it will be published tomorrow, but he's sure many of you will figure this puzzle out on your own. Hint, watch the stream today. Check the name path and check the function names and code lines, command line syntax for something. And then there's a super quick doc for early Lua stuff that went live on QA. And that is the Lua on QA. That is what we read early.
Very early and tons of missing functionality and error checking coming today.
Current
Today.
API on QA. Yes, it is. Stuff is coming. What is Zatos doing? Working with Z of Silverdale to reproduce the Icefield lag issue. And identified at least one problem that is spiking the unbatched draw calls by 1100 per field and a load of video memory. Huge thanks to Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like these can actually add up to 3,000 draw calls each. Fixing that. Next mystery is why my computer handles this line, but others with identical setups don't. Either way, it'll get fixed for release 72, if not sooner. Video card drivers, different
You think?
versions, possibly. Or it could also be GM client versus regular client. What do you think? Yeah, would that also might have something to do?
That might be a possibility.
Because
No, we should all be running GM clients.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. Then Chris thinks he has a partial fix for the ice field that won't negatively impact visuals. He's going to try to get that in a live patch tomorrow to see if that helps anything. If he's still unable to reproduce it, or he's still unable to reproduce it, so confidence is maybe.
Medium
why not put it there?
high that this will fix it.
Maybe. Well, then update new QA build tomorrow with a few minor updates and potential improvement for Icefield. Cough, cough. There's your answer. If that one fixes people's performance issues, then he'll kick off a build for live. And what's Atos doing? Working through his PMs that all got marked as red somewhere along the line. If you sent him a PM in the past month and didn't get a response, he might have missed it, but hopefully he'll get to it this morning. Yeah.
Now, Dark Blue Monkey, yeah, I understand where you're going there. And to be
Yeah.
honest, a lot of this stuff that was coming in with Lua and Inky is going to allow them to go back and fix things like NPCs and broken quests, stuff
Well,
like that.
Lua won't, but Inkley will.
Well, again, they
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
get this foundation
Or
in
Inky,
to get
yeah.
the new quest system up and functional. So
And,
technically,
as I-
this is part of that work. While it may not seem that way, that is what this is working towards in the end, is getting
Lua-
that quest system and stuff
but
updated.
Lua is not. Inky is.
Again, both of these have interconnecting properties that are going to make this all bigger, better, and better, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yes? No?
Lua's to get modding and stuff. Modding. We get to change stuff. Inky would be allow them to actually get there and
You
fix
just
all their
read
stuff.
where a guy just told you he just wrote a script on how it would be great to do stuff with the
That-
interactions. And
That's
if
a
you can do
player.
it-
That is
Right,
a
so if
player
you can
created
do it
quest.
with a player created. Don't
Dark-
you think they
Dark
can do
blue,
it on their
Dark
end?
Blue Monkey. Dark Blue Monkey is saying, "Go back and fix your broken shit."
They're not going back to fix the old shit. They're starting a whole new
Mm.
system. If anybody hasn't figured that out by now, that they're in the dark ages, okay? They're not going to go back and fix everything and rewrite everything. They're going to be starting a new system going forward with episode 2. If anybody hasn't figured that out yet, please, get a clue, because that's what's going to happen. That's the way I've seen it. That's the way I've understood it. So anyway,
Everything's going to be the same old as far as here's the first iteration of this, and we'll never retouch it unless it's fishing, and then we'll rework on it.
if you hold your breath waiting for them to rework Owl's Head from version
Unity
4 of Unity,
Unity.
well, it's never gonna happen. So stop thinking it's gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
That's not what I'm even talking about.
I'm not talking about you. Yeah.
I'm talking about game systems that are still the first iteration that we're supposed to.
The idea is
We're going to
they
come back
want-
to these and
They
do
want
this.
the players to write the content. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello,
Dark blue. I love you.
Lua.
Yeah. Well, that
That's
is
right.
that
Shroud
is
Marketplace. I'll sell you a
that
clue real cheap.
that is exactly what it is. Here's Lua, so that way you guys can create all the content and
Yeah,
we don't have to do
hello.
anything.
Hello. It's all part of the grand plan.
We can't create any content, so here's all the tools
Ding,
for
ding,
you guys
ding,
to create all the
ding.
content.
Ding, 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 ding.
But at the same time, here's all the tools that you guys can go through and fix the things that we broke. But yeah.
Ooh, moving right along.
Let's
Gotta
see
open
where
up a new
where is
giveaway
it?
here?
You're trying to work a giveaway.
Trying to decide what to give away. You can go continue reading
Storm's
Athos
Pet?
while I'm doing that.
Well, I'm starting a random game of marbles up.
How about an obsidian board? That sounds like a winner.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Dun, 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 dun,
I don't know.
dun.
Can I spell obsidian right?
So, yes, you got it.
Exclamation, I love free shit. Giving away an obsidian boar, courtesy of Storm and Storm's Pets. Locations throughout the world.
Then we also have Chris restarting the QA builds that failed due to a random Unity crash and working on Lua function calls while he waits for that.
Hey, multitasking.
Then updating Lua calls to introduce a standard naming convention before we all get too deep into things.
Oh, he's going to have some fun with that hashtag.
Yeah, so to make it clear which functions are Shroud client versus local code, all Shroud calls will have Shroud in front of them. Shroud get stat count. Then adding Lua functions, Shroud get screen X, Shroud get screen Y, get full screen.
Did somebody tell him that the hashtag should be LBSOTA, not just soda? Because
yeah.
Because soda means something else in the rest of the world.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I should click on this hashtag to look at it. Huh.
Yeah, not going to do that right now.
I'm going to get banned from banned from Twitch because I clicked on it. At least it's not sure that. Let's see. Huh? Yeah. Then more calls. Probably he'll get done this morning as the amazing 5-year-old just woke up. That was yesterday. No idea what time that was. Working on upgrading our patcher project from Unity 5.6 to Unity 8 2018.2. Patcher project so I can get OS X version working again. Oh Lord, so many deprecated functions. Now back to making pancakes because
back to making pancakes.
Yeah. He got through OS X patcher deprecated functions, working on getting a build done for 64-bit OS X finally.
Isn't everything supposed to be 64-bit from here on out? Didn't they make that decision like 3 years ago? No more 32-bit?
I love the fact that Shroud of Dracula is now following.
Shroud of Dracula.
Yeah. It was supposed to be, but they couldn't figure something out for a long time, and so all Mac clients were
still
32-bit. Yeah, and
yeah, but
people
I
have been
thought the last Mac OS update went all 64. That's what I don't understand. I guess it still can run backward compatible.
Yeah. So then, hey, here's a picture of a meeting from 4 years ago from an email, and And if we look at it, here are several tasks that we should discuss and then put things on a calendar. Yeah. And then a new QA build was kicked off for an evening publish. Third time's the charm, right? Maybe 2 failed. First 2 failed. This should bring a possible improvement for Icefield and a dozen new Lua calls. Then we also have stuff from today starting at 3 o'clock in the morning. Chris is tweeting out that he's finished testing on the QA build and releasing it a bit late. Then off to send out the last couple of fishing prizes and other stream prizes. For those jumping on the two-fisted enchant Velexrin's train, he should warn you that I will be making it so you can only use one instance of any artifact soon. Has to happen before he adds the second ring slot, or else we'll end up with double ring Death Lich mages.
Does he not get it? I mean,
what
yeah.
what was the 2 wands that you used to run around with?
Yeah, well, again, the idea of having 2 hands and 2 rings and 2 is so that we can buff it, not so that you can come behind and nerf it because it's too overpowered, for crying out loud. That's why people request you to do this. Then you put it in, and then you go, oh, we can't do that, and then you make it so you can't do it. So why did you put it in the first place, for crying out loud? Yeah.
So that way you can end up with like 2 completely contrary buffs that only nullify the bad aspects of the buffs of the artifacts, because player created rings still haven't come in, and player created stuff with all the enchantments.
Dual wielding sword of Behears. Yeah. Okay, one of the only things that you can still do, and it's still badass. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I probably said that too loud because then they're gonna nerf that next.
Yes. Then from there, no stream because Atos felt like he's trying to rest up and working on a replacement streamer from an hour ago. So maybe someone else will stream today. Maybe.
Yeah, don't know how that'll work out.
I really don't think that Port should stream without a roadmap of what they're going to talk about and a plan.
Well, again, if you're doing development live, that's one thing.
Well, he shouldn't be doing.
Why not? Telling the game developer what they should and shouldn't be doing live. Why not? Why shouldn't he be doing development live? Give me an answer to that, please.
Because
what harm does development do doing it live on stream?
I'm gonna go with the fact that it just shows what a clusterfuck things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that either, Dark Blue. Not dance parties either.
Hey, you got another one coming up.
I know. Yeah, definitely no testing stuff in production.
I'm not talking about testing. I specifically reference coding and developing live on stream. And
okay, so tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Was it not patched straight into the game?
It was. Okay. It's also
okay.
Chris's test dungeon where he tests things. Yeah. Okay.
But that should have never been patched straight into the game. That went
into the game and doing development on live stream, 2 different things. Doing development on live stream and patching into the game, 2 separate topics. So keep them separated. Okay.
Okay.
What is wrong with doing development live on stream? That's the question.
If he's going to do development in game,
live
it should be
on stream.
If he's going to do that, it should only be things that are improvements or things that are like
Okay,
kind of
so you
bugs
still
and
haven't
bug
answered
testing,
Yeah,
the question.
still
QA
use
You're
stuff.
still, you're still reaching to try and find an answer to the
Hey,
question.
I'm sorry to say, but it's one where it's like he does it with less of a plan than we do,
Okay,
and it's such a train wreck.
What is wrong with doing development live on stream? Yeah, nothing.
That's right. We
Thank
get
you.
by really fine here.
We're not developing anything.
We're not developing a damn thing.
That's right.
No, we're not.
Anyway,
But
tell you
it
all
is
about the NBNN Shroud Avatar app available in the Google Play
bad
Store,
idea.
the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store for most of your electronic devices out there, because some new devices just won't support it. Want to get a final comment in there?
Hmm?
Want to get a final comment in there?
Oh, Dark Blues, he bumbles from one issue to another. It seems unprofessional. And when people shout out issues and he's like, oh, yeah, have to laugh. Or when I brought up a bug in the new user experience and he's like, oh, that's working. I'm going to prove you wrong. And then it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, well,
I got to cut
developer
this thing
challenge.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only works on the GM client where you can bypass things.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can check out things in the app like the radios, the Daily Britannian, the forums, our podcasts, hit us up in social media, shop the marketplaces, or check out what's happening in and around game in the NBNN Shroud Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us by our friends at hometownhero.com.
Yep, that community calendar is available. And if you have a Google public calendar and you want it hooked up, email news@nbnn.info, and that guy will do something with it eventually. And then also don't forget, make sure that it's a Google public calendar. So that way people like me, and more than likely you, don't get that error message at events from one or more calendars should not be shown here.
Still haven't
Yep.
fixed that, huh?
Nope. I can't fix it.
You can. You just haven't figured it out yet.
No, I can't. If the solution is adding that to my calendar, that's not a solution.
It's already on your calendar. I've told you that.
Which calendar is it?
Go look at your Google calendars, see which calendars you have listed, and get rid of the one that's not there. But don't do
get rid
that
of the
now.
one you
You want to
can't
read
see.
this? We're on a time
Go-
schedule here.
Go look at the one. Hold on.
8
Let's see.
minutes.
I guess it's NBNN News that I can't read because my calendars has that. That's the only calendar that's on my
The only calendar?
calendar because I don't have any.
And delete it.
And it's currently not doing anything. Then all times on the community calendar, Central Time is
Falcon's Lantern, that's already been introduced. You
New
don't even have
Britannia
to
time.
do that. You just have to be near the body to hit E and it loots. They
then
introduced that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, lunch with Laz and Jack, 12 noon.
Monday
70s
through
at
Friday,
7.
12 cents. Hey, you're the one that like started like I was trying to say it and you started talking.
No, you went to go look at your Google.
Well, then I said Monday through Friday, and then you started talking about Falcon's Lantern.
Didn't hear you.
Yeah. Then Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. Tuning your ether amplifiers to listen to two idiots not knowing what the fuck they're doing at any point in time in the real world. Yeah, because that happens. 7 o'clock on Way to Your Radio Free Britannia is going to be the 70s at 7. 9 o'clock, you need to join Andrew Tiana or Zazarias for the open role-playing event out in Verret Chaos at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought, because all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere. And the final event for this Monday is going to be the Wecco Room with Waz's Wad on Way to Your Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB. That's right. Don't forget you're tuned in to us. That's right, two idiots who don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't know why y'all watch.
Who let the dogs out?
But yes, you're catching us on NBNN, twitch.tv/NSS, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube and Twitch. We do appreciate you all for tuning in. We thank you for support. And of course, without you guys, we wouldn't be here for 4 years, coming up on 5 years. Imagine that. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove is located in the Quell region next to the town of Exeter and conveniently located to all those mines that any serious miner be near. Also, if you're looking for crafting goods, check out crafting goods at rock-solid guild prices across the board over at Black Rock Cove. Check it out today. Of course, don't forget WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment. You call this entertainment. 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s, like Jack just told you. Of course, Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday at 6 a.m. with Wolfson and Justin. Beyond Wild Maine with Wild Safari every Saturday at 6. Thursdays, tune in for Nurse Justin and the Sarah and Andar show right here in WRFB. Shroudmusic.com for ABC file sharing. You can get your collection started, or if you're an old pro, you can share your own by uploading at shroudmusic.com. Don't forget Torque.rocks. That's going to bring you out to Torque's page where he's got a listing of all his vendors in-game. If you're looking to check out some of this stuff, go to Torque.rocks today and check out what he's got. Capheus's wares, selling really cool stuff. Got any beetles still on the marketplace? Got plenty of wood on the marketplace?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
200 and 2,000 wood, I think.
There you
2,000
go.
wood?
Plenty of stuff at Capheus's wares on shroudmarketplace.com. And of course, Shroud Marketplace is going to be the best place to go once they close that RMT on the forums, because this is where you can run your own shop. All you got to do is register, and Jack's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, go to shroudmarketplace.com. Click that register button in the top left. Then if you want to start selling your stuff, like over 160 other players have done, click on vendor registration.
Registration.
Yeah. And you can be like the vendor that keeps on trying to register as Google and keeps on getting deleted. Which is even funnier. Yeah, it's some Russians. Their accounts keep on getting deleted, which is hilarious. Then from there, anything and everything Shroud related can be bought or sold at Shroud Marketplace, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services, as long as it is not a bannable item. It can be bought or sold at Shroud Marketplace. So I ain't leveling services or refining services. I mean, because you got to support Mom. Services. I know. It's like, you got to love the fact
Mom
that
today. Is Mom here today?
She's not here today.
She's not here today.
Yeah, and then Julian wants to go buy a tea, so off of NBNN.info. It might be there somewhere.
You can do that. Go right there to the store.
Yes, anything and everything.
Several different varieties available for your choosing.
Yes, some of our favorite services, including Wolfdom Shop with the cheese sign writing. It's so cheesy that we're also clients.
It's so cheesy, we got cheesier.
I know. We had them write it in Runic.
In Runic, that's right.
Yeah. Nothing like skirting those profanity rules in game. But yes, do it in Runic. All the way to Weddings and More by Laz can be found at shroudmarketplace.com.
That's right. Weddings and More by me, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. I don't know, should I put some t-shirts up on the marketplace as well?
You could if you wanted to.
NBNN t-shirts on Shroud Marketplace.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can do that the same way because
You gotta charge for
it
shipping
won't
and stuff
hand
like
me
that.
shipping information and all that through the marketplace. Or
Yeah,
will
well.
it?
Yeah,
If I check physical goods, will it actually allow them to put that in? We'll have to test that out. Sell
No, it
physical
oughta-
goods.
That's already in the emails. Their shipping address.
You know, I never really look. I just follow the links, go to marketplace.
The one thing that's probably not set up is the actual shipping cost calculator.
and that because when you buy it directly off NBNN, it figures and calculates shipping to wherever you are and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's not in there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, I do have physical goods up there. I have boxes for sale on Shroud Marketplace. So don't forget collector's boxes if you never got one. I got some primo boxes available also on Weddings and More by Laz. But meanwhile, you know what time it is. It's time for us to wrap it up here for today and get out of
Thank you to
here.
Blood Omen.
You're going to be a minute over.
Oh, we're way over already. I don't know what
2
your
minutes
clock
over.
says.
2 minutes over.
Your clock's messed up. But
by the time you're done.
to Hex for his big cheer today. Thank you very much for participating in Let's Make a Deal. And everybody else for joining us out there. We're going to close out this giveaway. Pick ourselves a winner. And the winner is Econdis. Congratulations on winning. You've got yourself an obsidian boar courtesy of Storm's Pets. And of course, we'll be back with more craziness, whatever you call this, tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all.
I'm wondering where my
tomorrow.
obsidian chicken is.
2 minutes over. Just like I said. Clear.